All right, chat. We're gonna be starting up in 1 minute. I've been playing for a little bit here, and coming back from break. I've been playing for about 2 hours now. I moved a bunch of my roll over to BetMGM just to I have a good bonus with them right now, and I want to clear it. So yeah. Ugh, super frustrating all of a sudden. Yeah, Ace Queen must be his like low end there. All right, Fat Dan got me on it. I fucked him up earlier and clipped me for fucking two hands. Fat Dan's definitely the big time rag on this site. See him all the time. Every day, pretty much. Almost every day. I'm trying to think if I've never not seen. I can't remember. Always see this guy. It's too bad too, because I fucked him up, man. It's all good anyway. We are winning regardless of the whatever outcomes we are happen. So yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Ace eight of spades here. I'm probably three bet. At the end on our left on that table. Top left. All right, we got queens here on the button. Take it. I don't know this Nick Cole. Is that their name? Yeah, Nick Cole. Okay, three bet. Mid four bet. I think we got to ship it here. Oh, I accidentally hit pot. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I play it any other way. I mean, if I call, I can obviously win the hand on the flop if I know he has kings, but I think I play it Pretty standard, pretty good right there. I can't. There's kings versus queens, whatever. It's cooler. That was a cooler. All right. Sorry, chat. I was just getting a little distracted there. Um, Nines here. I'm just feeling a little sour after that queen's hand. I had just played off stream. I had just won a double up through this Squalor champion guy with Ace King against his queens, but we didn't get it all in until I hit my king, and then he called off his stack with the king out there when it was like, I don't know. I can see why he called. Like, it's really hard. It was a dry board, but like the odds of me having a worse hand right there, it was like a four bet pre-flop with two multiple people in the hand. It was like I had a fucking bomb. No question about it. Ace five, the trouble hand, but also the hand that makes you feel like you know how to play poker. What I mean by that is that you get to, because if you play GTO, quote unquote, you get to play crazy with ace five, and it's whatever. Like, I think it's good to pick one hand that's pretty low in your range to use more as like a bluffing hand in all your range, you know, like ace five. So just the problem is that everyone is using ace five, that it's not as strong as a hand anymore, fortunately, because the ace five, everyone's like, oh, like when I when I get into a three bet pot and it hits ace five on the flop, I am highly suspect of what's going on. Ace king, take it down. The beautiful 5-6 of spades. We always love that one. Okay. Take that flop. Four ways. Scary. He bets kind of, I mean, he bets half pot. It's a little big into this many people, especially the small and the big. I mean, I don't know. I think it's ambitious. Either go bigger or not bet at all. Fat Dan calls. Oh, almost looks good on the turn, but it's a three. Really hurts our hand if he has an overpair. I think it's a fold. So, nice answer. Clip it. What kind of music is you guys listen to, chat? What are you up to these days? Hmm. That can't be right. One still? I've been playing for 3 hours, and how am I at a one for? Hmm. I'm not sure. Been acting weird for me. Hmm. Sorry, chat. Yeah, I haven't really gotten a hand in a little bit. How do I not have more notes? Sometimes this guy Zagat's right here in the green with the, I don't know what kind of avatar that is, but Zagat's. I feel like I play with him a lot. Don't really have a lot of notes on him except that he's sticky with a question mark. Seems tight preflop, but like maybe I don't know. Here we go. What we were just talking about. I mean, I won with it, so reinforces that behavior. Does anyone ever remember like, oh, I folded fives and I hit a set on the flop? Like, does anyone actually remember? Like, I'm sure that I know there is plenty of new players out there who remember that stuff, but like, well, a couple hands tonight where I folded sets like in the small blind or the big blind or in the cutoff, whatever, against like a three bet cold. I'm going in fold fives. And I swear it hits on the flop, but like I can't remember if I actually had the hand or not in that hand or if it was a different table on that. Like, does that happen to you guys? How's the cards been landing for everyone in chat? You guys been doing good, bad? Oh, fives. There we go. Got something for us. Three bet us. Stacks are getting a little short. Yeah. I think I can float this here. Kind of like the turn. Excuse me. The turn we wanted, right? Though. Hmm. What do you? I don't know. What do you guys think? My gut is thinking fold. I think it's a fold. I don't think maybe possibly GTO it's a fold, but I think the fold. So I'm saying I don't really have any notes on this guy. Just sticky. The fuck does that mean? Sticky. Just means he won't fold. That's it. Doesn't mean he doesn't overplay hands or overvalue hands. Queen Jack here. I want to check raise so bad. It's three ways though, or just raise him. Mm. I know he's fucking coming at it. Fives again. Come on, we're gonna hit it, right? We're due, chat. We're due. We fold. Yeah, we got threes here. Not worth a squeeze. Let's just try to set mine here and smash. Yeah, I mean, there's no flop really that we want besides a three, so like whatever. It's the easiest. Yeah, we're dunzo. Yeah, I remember that. I'll remember that. Ace King. Take it down. Nothing too exciting. Something about a BetMGM site that I like. There's always been something on. I like World Series of Poker. I think it's a strong site. I like what they offer to the players. I know some people don't, but I actually think if you use the reward system to your advantage, they're pretty strong. BetMGM, let's just say that is close to that level, and now the new Bet Rivers is also doing that. But bring it back down. There's always been something about the World Series of Poker like software when I play that like just irked me a little bit. That I didn't really like, not enough that I really care too much, but like when I play on BetMGM, and maybe because it feels like a little old school, like a little like Paradise Poker for those of you who can go back that far. But it's always just felt better to play on. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind tonight or someday. Yeah. Ace on the turn after checking the flop. Check it down. How's the music chat? So I'm enjoying mine. Poker's hard, man. It's a hard game. Frustrating sometimes. Real frustrating game at times. In the end, sometimes you have to hit cards, especially against the really bad players, and it's okay to lose money to the bad players because the money's gonna come back, but it's how the game works. I mean, you can bet your way out, and I'm the first one. Hey, I raise my hand. I try my best to bet my way out, but there are times where it don't matter, especially if you bet your way out into a fucking bomb. And when I mean bomb, I mean the guy's got the fucking nuts. Come on, pocket sixes. I think I used up all my luck when I hit the two outer against the guy with 20 big blinds. I think it's 25 big blinds. He was short second with like 25 big blinds. I had pocket jacks or no nines versus his jacks all in pre-flop. I hit my two outer. I think I just used up my set there. It's okay, but I believe in the luck bar. It fills up and then it comes back down, then goes up, 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 goes back down. You gotta fill that shit up sometimes. I feel like at live poker, it's easier to fill it up. You try to get people laughing, everyone's happy. Maybe you get a round of drinks for the table, right? Cash, I don't know. You pull off a good bluff and show it to the table. I always forget to show my cards at the online games. I like this flop. I don't know why. I like it. And I like that fucking turn. That light here. Mm, take it. I'll take it. I can't check. Can't check. I'm gonna bet. I'm not gonna bluff this over. I think I lost the minimum, to be honest, on that. Depends on what I bet on the flop if I see bet, which I do sometimes, and I bet big. Not an over bet. 89% maybe. So who knows? There we go. There we go. I raised, he called, the button called. I'm first to act in the hijack. I'm gonna spit through the pot. I'm gonna check. I don't know why I don't feel comfortable here against him in that spot. And then I'm just gonna give up and try to show down my hand. Yeah, see, he's supposed to three bet there, so it's like I know I'm not. It doesn't feel good, you know. Again, I feel good about the hand. I definitely just lost the minimum there. Tell me how the music is, guys. Oh, what up, puppy? I didn't even know you were here. Yeah, he's got $60 in front of him, so he's got like 30 big blinds, and he's just cold calling a raise in position on the cutoff. And when he calls on the flop, even though it's 33%, like he could have a lot of hands, even when he calls on the flop with the button to act behind him, I have to give him credit for even a better hand in his range. So like, yeah, I'm not feeling good about my hand at all there. Like he has an ace. He just got here. Well, for the first hour and a half, we fucking have been killing it. We got ticked back a little bit. We lost about 100 big blinds combined on the two top tables on a couple pots, but we're still up and we're still going strong. We're fighting. Yeah. When you say tonight, isn't it like what is it? 6 o'clock for you? Man, it's hard sometimes playing against like the fishies fish. Oh yeah, nice man. I'm working my way there. I'm checking out some properties right by my house. There's a couple of restaurants slash buildings for sale. So me and my buddy, we're checking him out this weekend. He's actually a poker player. He'll be on stream on Sunday. Hopefully, if I can convince him. But he'll at least be in the background, screaming and yelling at his laptop. Um, but yeah, check out some restaurants in the area. Open up a little pizza place and a bar. Maybe it'll cut back on my hours a little bit. Ace King. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, right? But compared to my hours, I know how to leverage it. I don't even need to work the amount of hours that I work at my current position. It's just there's no way my employer would be okay with the hours that I believe I could just put in. So I could probably shave like 15 hours off my current schedule. King Jack. I have a very specific like blueprint slash model on how to what of the King Jack. Um, I could. I don't think that's like a mandatory squeeze there. Not four ways like that. How frustrating is it when like you constantly are just oops, sorry. There's jacks down here too. I'm getting a little excited. You think it's a mandatory three bet? Four way. Hmm. Even if it was uppy, I don't even know if I would do it every time. Just out of spite. Ace Jack. I'm just fucking with you, man. The issue for me is not even the squeeze ranges. It's the multi-way squeeze range right there. That is four ways, and in how it hit too. I'm in the big blind versus an undergun raise, button call, small blind call, and I actually give some respect to that small blind call right there. He probably has like a pocket pair or something like that. So that's why. I mean, I still will squeeze there too, but in that situation, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what continuation means. But yeah, you're right. I'd have to really squeeze though. Which is the call jam. Sorry, I was trying to deal with something. Nah, it's okay. I don't really care. But I like the strategy talk. I'm just confused which hands, because I'm trying to do other stuff, and then I come down to your chat and I see that I'm not exactly sure which hands you're talking about. So, oh, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. That was always the spots in the solvers when I played with them where I would get in like the most trouble. Those river bluffs like that. Like I play the river bluffs more like, I don't know, like feeling, I guess, and that's obviously not how you play GTO, but more like an exploited feeling way, like who is this person? Yeah, I've been watching his YouTube videos a lot, and sorry, I really enjoy some of his stuff that he's preaching out there. This guy's thinking about it. What do you got, man? Really drawing this hand out. Yeah, I mean, I agree though, wholeheartedly. Yeah, tough spots. Tough spots. I see bet he called. I think he had like ace queen ace jack on the turn. On the turn, are you talking about? On the flop, like donk into him tiny? Yeah, I know. He raised, I defended. No. I want to hit a freaking set, man. That's all I want to hit. Eights here, snowman. You can't wish it too hard because then you hit it and then you fucking get spanked. I don't know what's worse, hitting it or not hitting it. Hitting it and losing or not hitting it. Yeah, he's a big fish. That's why we're sitting at the table with him. I bet big here because I figured if he's going to call off 30, he's going to call a 60 in this spot. So I don't know. I just started playing with him like the past couple days. I've seen him on, but he was green when I sat down today. I think that's the most important thing to study, personally. It's where I lose the most money. Sorry, I'm playing some other tables too while playing this. Yeah, that's a fold. This was also a really weird hand, but I'm folding. I have to. He bet every street big, and when that 10 hits, he's so polarized here. I gave it to him. Well, exactly. Hey man, what's going on? Exactly. He should definitely be scared, but that's also why he's so polarized in that spot. Exactly. The thing was, it was a 3-bet pot pre-flop. So I do have the 10 in my range, but I also don't. And so if he has an overpair, he can still bet there for value. Yeah, I know it is. These tables, personally, and there's a couple guys who play on here. Um, the overall consensus is like overfold to a lot of the players is actually probably this better move. Not necessarily, but I tend to agree. It seems to be working out in certain spots. And like that spot, like he is full on bluffing there, or he has a freaking monster hand. What, the for the call? Oh, I think there's other spots where you can overfold and actually make a lot more money and still make those calls there. I know a couple of people who have a interesting strategy like that. Yeah. Quads, I'd be like, all right, that makes sense. Okay. Aces, pocket pairs, second best pair. You consider that as mandatory 3-bet every hand, every time? Cut off versus big blind? We're not playing a straddle game. I bet you one could argue it is. The thing about like I'm willing to tighten up some part of the range and expand my other part of the range, and I think so. Like, not getting into too much detail about my strategy, but these games are low on the 3-betting percentages. So you can extrapolate what I mean by that and how I change my strategy. But these players are not 3-betting constantly. Yeah, I'd say I'm probably more of a blue liner in these games. Live poker, red liner. True. It's interesting though that I was thinking about that recently. Like I am also willing to I have very much worked on my exploitive play in the last couple of years and like targeting certain players. Like I can't exploit everyone, but there are certain people who I see a certain pattern and I know I can beat that pattern. So why do you ask me that question? Matt's a fireman. He's not raiding people for drugs. He's rescuing people from overdoses. I don't even think Matt plays poker anymore. Oh, oh, I should. I don't know the Matt the fireman. Then I don't know who that is. Dude, I'm gonna have to delete you from the chat. Those chats. I don't want Matt getting in trouble. I don't know who Matt Gambles is and who smokes and grows his own weed, man. Good for him. Is he still streaming these days? I don't think he is anymore. Last time I heard, he said he was selling his equipment, or he was like putting it into storage. I was gonna try to. I was thinking about getting the whatchamacallit. I was interested in his green screen. Not for all the time, but I think it's fun to have. You can fuck around and do like cool little streams on the side. I mean, yeah. Eventually, you have to like he had so much volume in there. Eventually, you have to start questioning what's really going on. I liked Matt Gambles. He was a good time, but eventually you just have to know that ACR was fucking you in some way. He should know how much volume did he put in? Like 300K hands in like a year or two. Yeah, the dude obviously like he probably had leaks in his game and he was losing in some way. But I watched and played against him at on ACR back in the day, and he was at least a break even player at best. I mean, at worst. Sorry, not at best. He was a break even player at worst. I thought he did beat 25 and 0. I thought he was losing mainly at 100 and 0 and 50 maybe a little bit. At like tables, or was it at whatchamacallit? What was it called on ACR? Like the rapid rush? Was it called rush on ACR? I don't know. Fast fold, yeah. I kind of like the 200 NL fast fold games there. All right. Ace queen. Blitz. Yes, Blitz. That was what it was called, 100%. Fortunately, I actually left ACR as a winner, but I did not like some of the people. It's really funny too because some of the regs that I played against a lot at the 100 and maybe the 200, mainly probably 100 NL, were fucking bots. I remember like right when all that shit came out, there was like all the list of people. I looked up the two names. I can remember one of them. His name was Polarizing. Fucking looked him up. Boom, banned. That dude, like, they owe me money for that shit, dude. That guy or that bot. Actually, I'm willing to admit that bot fucked me up. That bot fucked me up. It was like every time I wanted to put in any kind of like, he just ripped it over me so many times. It was brutal. I don't think the site's running them. There might be someone like inside the company fucking up the shit, but I don't think the site's running it. That would be not worth it. They make so much money. I'm gonna take a break in a couple minutes. Probably play 5, 10 more minutes. I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, timing. If they're playing a ton of tables and the timing's still really fast, it starts to get really suspicious. Like people never taking the time to like think about a hand. And they're playing 8 tables. I'm assuming that's what Uppy's talking about. And we got ace 10. You have to have a lot of hands and a lot of like video uh footage to see that. With ace queen, ace 10, back to ace 10. Mm, 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 mm. Queen jack on the button. Mm-mm. Three bet, kind of big three bet. I'm still gonna defend here. Might regret it, but whatever. All right, not regretting it. You check the flop. I got a call, right? I can't fold this, unfortunately. Yeah, fuck, man. Nice hand, sir. It don't matter. Thought he had an ace or king of diamonds in his hand. So, right after that, definitely gonna go take a little break. Play a couple more hands here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Good night, man. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck to you. Uppy, you gonna come hang out Sunday night? We're gonna be going all night, man. So, plan is to. All right, cool. All right, that's cool. It's my son's birthday on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna fold. Yeah. He limped 4x three bet me. I don't know who he is. I've seen him on one other table tonight. That's the first time, but like I'm good. We can figure that out on another hand. You don't have to come on the stream either. Like you could just hang out and then come on later too. It's whatever. I think people are going to be in and out the whole time. That's kind of like the vibe we're going for here. All right, I will leave these tables up for a second. Be right back. All right, I'm gonna. I had to go to the bathroom. I couldn't even hold it any longer. But I'm gonna start sitting down on tables. I'm gonna go grab some water, grab some like real quick snack. I don't want to eat on stream, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. All right.
You don't buy a mattress every day, so finding the right one matters. At Raymore and Flanagan, we make it easy. Our convenient financing plans allow you to buy.
All right, chat. We're back. We're going to be doing a little bit different for the last hour. I'm only going to play for one more hour. All right. Shit. My camera on. That's right. We're going to play for one more hour. We're going to call this the power hour. All right. We're going to do a little bit of drinking and playing. Okay. I'm going to sit down at some 100 NL games on the World Series of Poker. All right, there we go. All right, so give it a couple minutes. I'm waiting for them to start up. I'm on the wait list for them. These tables. I'll play if I don't get into any games in a second, all right? I don't know what the rules are yet. I've been thinking about the rules. I don't know if you're there, Uppy, but I was thinking for the power hour, and I'm gonna do a lot of streams like this where like the last hour is a little bit more like fun. Sometimes it'll be drinking, might be some slots. Sometimes that'll be fun. Some craps. You can play all that on World Series of Poker and probably BetMGM too. I'm sure Twitch and YouTube have an issue with that stuff, but we'll see how far we get it. Yeah, so we're doing a power hour, man. I'm moving into 100 NL. This table broke up anyway. And we're going to play the last hour. We're going to start drinking. Sometimes we'll do a power hour where we're doing some gambling on something else. But nope what? Nope what? What are you saying nopes to? You mean like what stake? Like the cash games? Oh, yeah. Hey, I just had 4 viewers, okay? So don't be hating. And that's not counting my my YouTube, all right? YouTube I get one in once in a while. I'm actually, you should watch me on TikTok. Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, we're gonna start playing this game called Happy Hour. If we ever get more viewers, which I hope one day, viewers can use their chat points to pick certain things, right? Happy Hour, they can use them to make me drink, make me gamble, double the stakes, lower the stakes, pull the slot 3, you know, whatever we're doing. Okay? Not tonight, though. We're not doing that, but that's kind of like what I was thinking about. I thought it'd be a fun, cool little thing. Tonight, we're just going to play lower stakes and just drink. And I have 2 drinks, all right? I can't even, I shouldn't be talking about this actually on Twitch or YouTube. They don't like, you can't be promoting alcohol. So, chat, we're not actually doing anything bad. Oh, I love German potato, like light mayonnaise, vinegar. What do you put in for like your onion, like chives, scallions? Like, oh, I love like a nice German potato salad with just a little bit of mayonnaise. Where it says the ad for World Series of Poker, which I have to change actually. It's kind of old now because we're not doing the bracelet events anymore. I was thinking about having like something to do with the happy hour there, maybe a ticker, like a countdown. I'm not sure yet. But I thought it'd be cool to also do on TikTok, you can do a lot with like that. I think they'd get mad a little bit with the drinking as the theme, but people like to like send you galaxy, all that stupid shit. They send you stuff and makes you do things, right? That's what TikTok's all about, all those stupid things. So yeah, we're just gonna rock out for the next little bit here. Probably like human bodily harm kind of rules. Or any kind of like animal harm. No harm to beings alive. Or non even conscious. And they might even say like you can't simulate either. It's probably stuff like that. No violence, nothing like that. I think you can do pretty much anything else. I could do a Kick stream too. Like I'm right now I'm on YouTube and Twitch. Kick would be interesting. I don't really have any. I have the most subscribers right now I have are on YouTube, and I gain a bunch every day. So that's why I started streaming on YouTube. Every day I get like 3 or 4. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that means, but I don't know what that's in reference to. Sorry, chat. I've been talking to Uppy so much. I don't have any hands really. Okay, we got a hand. Sorry, I raised. Okay, let me change the... Oh, whoa, whoa. A lot of pressure. Alright, I just changed the title a little bit to imply what's going on. Give me a knit here. Knit it up. Oh, I've watched that. I've watched that with my wife. All that shit is all me watching shit with my wife. Yes, I've seen that. It's really good. I'm not a big fan of the like 5-way pots, man. Live, it's a little bit different. I can play much better in those situations. There's a lot more information being given, but online it's so tough. I also like, I'm already suspicious of people cheating, right? And then 5 ways is like who's working together to take my money. To be honest, that's like one of the reasons I prefer to just try to play every hand heads up. So the only thing I really have to beat is the GTO. Yo, you talking shit, man. All right. That's what happy hour's going to be. That's cool. The roast on the waffle. I've actually been called Nit before in lots of different games, but when I look at my like statistics online, I look at my database, it's not showing me as a Nit. And people who I've actually played with a lot online don't think I'm a nit. But live, people really get annoyed with me. Yeah, I've done this before. I try not to indulge myself. I used to do that a lot more. I really try not to indulge myself. I don't think it's healthy. If you think people are cheating, don't play. Don't make a note of it, because really all you're doing is enforcing that thinking of like, oh, I'm getting cheated, which actually just enforces you to lose. I used to think like that, but like put notes on people like, oh, possibly cheating. This guy's always playing with this person. Nah, I stopped that. I just play my game. I play the players and I try to win. If I notice a trend, I stop playing. That's all you can control. Now, if you're playing with someone that's a confirmed cheater, like everyone on the internet says this guy cheats, sites have banned him, like the guy on World Series of Poker, Pure Legacy, he plays during the day a lot of times, but if like someone like that, yeah, you put a note on him. I know, I've seen it all. I've seen all that shit, but so many times, like, I don't know. On ACR, there was some real sketchy shit happening. Like, they were smart. They'd have accounts for like 30 days and they disappear for 6 months and the account would come back for 30 days. Like, they knew how to work it where like it was really hard to figure out. But I just don't think it's healthy. Like, if you think people are cheating, don't play with them. Just like make a note that says don't play. I don't think enforcing the idea of like colluding, I just think it enforces you to think that you can lose. That's all. Good old ace-5 hand. What's up? Oh, whoa, whoa, moving the tables around. I think you told me this story before. I've only been accused of cheating one time, and it was hilarious. It was actually, the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because you're talking about a limit game. I was playing 10-20 limit at Foxwoods. I don't know what, 2007? And I knew everyone in the poker room. I lived on a reservation with people, in a house with my best friend. Like, I knew the dealers. I was dating a dealer. So I was very friendly with all the regulars who were playing 10-20. I was waiting for the 20-40 game. And I played for like 7-8 hours on this table with people who knew me, and these two regulars who like didn't know me that well, but like were friends with all the people I knew. Him and his wife, when they get up, they accused me of cheating, and it was like, they said that I was moving my hat around or something like that in a certain way, and like signaling to the other players. It was really upsetting because I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I did it again while they said it, and they're like, see, you're telling them to raise. I'm like, why would I do it now when you're accusing me of it? Like, it was just so ridiculous, but I'll never forget it because I'm not like, why would I? If you're not cheating, you'd be very surprised if someone accuses you of cheating. I wish I'm cheating. Like, I would win a lot more money if I was cheating. I remember saying that to the guy. Like, I am broke right now. If I'm cheating, I'm the worst cheater in the world. First of all, I'm not playing the game of poker to cheat. I'm gonna make a post in the morning on TikTok. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok, Hoppy, but I'm gonna do some posts about like I'm calling it like the most craziest or like memorable experiences at the poker table, and some of it's gonna be like hands like things like that. But the one I'm posting tomorrow, insane story that like sometimes when I still think about it, I can't even believe that I witnessed it, and it has nothing to do with poker. Well, yeah, something like that. Let me just check. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I have at least 4 or 5, maybe more. I don't know how many. I've put in so many hours at live poker. And like when I was playing at Foxwoods back in the early 2000s, like 2006, 2000, yeah, I graduated high school in '04. So yeah, 2003 all the way till 2012, I guess. I played at Foxwoods almost exclusively, and it was one of the few poker rooms in all of the East Coast. So it was like where the action was. The shit I saw. I was living on the reservation for 6 years. I rented a house from a Native American who lived there in another part of the reservation, and me and my roommate would just drive, but most of the time walk to work or to Foxwoods. I call it work. It was work, but crazy shit. So yeah, I thought it'd be cool to post some of those stories. One story that I probably won't post for a while, so I could tell it right now. It's a good one. Is like, I was so recently a pretty big one of the. I think it was like I was reading an article, 8th largest bad beat jackpot recorded of all time. Just hit at Foxwoods. It was a little bit over like $260,000 or something, and I was at one that was 350,000, and the person who won it was underage, was not 21, and they didn't pay her at the time. It was also a girl or woman, and they didn't pay her, and she ended up fighting them in court. It took like a whole year, I think. But she fought them in court and won the case and actually got paid the jackpot. And they paid her the money. And she came into the casino the first day she turned 21. It was so fucking cool. It was the coolest thing. I think she tried to play like quote unquote professionally with her. I remember her for a while, but she kind of disappeared after that. Yeah, I mean, I'll maybe tell that one day. I got Uppy. If you're following me on TikTok, like you're gonna hear some crazy shit, dude. Some of the stories, because I would go to bed. I would play till 4 in the morning a lot of times. Like I would try to get like I would come in around 6, 7 o'clock. That would be like my morning time. Like I would have breakfast at home, and then I would come into the poker room around 6, 7 o'clock and play till like 4 in the morning. And so I would see like some of the tail end shit, like Friday, Saturday nights. People are shit faced. It was in the Foxwoods back then was in the basement of the casino. It was in the basement, but it was just like downstairs. The casino was built on like a mountain, so like the back end was like the second floor. It was considered the basement, but there was still windows in the back. Regardless, it was massive. It was like 200 fucking tables. It was the largest poker room in North America for a long time. But yeah, so everyone was there. It was crazy. It was awesome. It was a great time to play poker. At times, I'm like, it's always easy to look back, and I'm always like annoyed that I didn't take more advantage of my situation. But I mean, it was still pretty good. I just get jealous when I see my friends win World Series of Poker bracelets in WPT events. Oh, insane. People from Maine all the way down to like Maryland, North Carolina would come to Foxwoods because that was the only poker room, was that poker room in the whole, and like Atlantic City too. But if people wanted to not go to Atlantic City, that was the only other choice. So all of Northeast, from Connecticut up, came to Foxwoods, and then sometimes the people didn't want to go to Foxwoods, or for whatever reason, like we would go to not Foxwoods, Atlantic City. We would do back and forth too, but it was just, that was where Shulman, that's where I played with Shulman. There, that's where he got his start. He won the WT event. It was one of the largest first place wins ever. He won $1 million. At the time, it was huge. Actually, he might have won more than $1 million now that I think about it. But I used to play 5-10 with him there. Well, at the time, it was 5-5 with a no max buy-in. Think about that. 5-5 with a no max buy-in. They used to play 5-5-10. That's how the game played. But it eventually changed to 5-10. But 5-5 no max buy-in. People would drop in 10K. Back then, 5-5 was like mind-blowing. People were like, oh, 5-5. Because it was 1-2 and 2-5, and then the 5-5 no max buy-in, and everything else was limit and stud in the casino. And Shulman would sit down there. I would sit down there. A bunch of the guy who's going to come on Sunday, he played there. This is the guy who had 2 royal flushes in 1 week. Yeah. There's where is it? It's down south. My wife won't go, so I have to go by myself. But it's they call it like the Vegas of the South, and that's all the games. No max buy-in, 1-3. I gotta go. Like I feel like I'm missing out on money right now. Oh yeah, hold on, guys. Royal. I got one. My first one of the year. Woo! Let's see how much fucking money I win. At the 100 NL game, we did it. That's my annual royal flush. Maybe I'll get another one later in the year, but that's usually how it works out. At least I got paid 3 streets. I got paid 3 streets, and you had like ace ass. Like, thank you, sir. Fun. It's always fun to hit the royal once in a while. I never hit it live. It's funny, I'm like the opposite of most people my generation. You know, like the older millennials. Most of the people I know my age played online first and then moved to live after all the bullshit happened, you know? Thing is, I grew up in Connecticut. Foxwoods was 45-minute drive for me, and it was the #1 poker room in the United States on the eastern seaboard, I guess. I mean, Taj Mahal and then Borgata got pretty big, but Foxwoods was actually a bigger room and just had more games. At one point, any day of the week you could go, there was 13 to 15 2-5 games going. 3 5-10 games going. And that was back in like the day where all you had to wait. I would just sit there and wait for set mining, hit top pairs, limp in and just float anything. No one was bluffing really, and people were bluffing. It was quickly obvious who it was. Like games were so easy. So it was so close to me. I just never played online. And then probably around like 07, 08, I started playing a lot more like PokerStars, Full Tilt. Ran up a really nice bankroll. Full Tilt, Black Friday happened. Lost my money there. Went back to live. Played for years. Met my wife. Quit poker. Became a chef. And then I'm here. Oh, man. I think I might play some tournaments tomorrow, Uppy. If you're interested in buying some action, I was going to hit up some other people. But me and my friend Bronco, who's here, not tomorrow, sorry, Sunday. We'll probably swap some action too. But there's some good tournaments going. I think a couple of the other sites, Bet Rivers and stuff, they're having some big tournament series. Yeah, I had double that locked up and more because at the time I was a little like on the broco side after like living off poker for so many years, and I went through a horrible breakup relationship with a different girl, not my wife, and lost a lot of money, and I had just received a stake, so I had about 25,000 to my net worth on Full Tilt. And I had just received a stake for another like 25, 30,000 to have like a 50K bankroll. And that's when, literally like 2 days before Black Friday, I had just gotten all the money and Black Friday happened. Thank God we got all the money back. I got all my money back. I got a big fucking fat check of 2 checks, 25K each. It was a little bit more. It was like 25 and like 27. Yeah, I mean, don't even get me started on that. I had tickets. I had everything. PokerStars, I was like working my way to Supernova that year. I was doing ICM before people even knew what ICM was. Like, I knew it was called ICM, but I was grinding the fuck out of step satellites, making so much money. I never got paid out from PokerStar points. I mean, I probably just didn't know how to do it. I was happy to get my money. I got like a little bit over 50,000. I knew my friend still. I gave him back the money. I kept mine. That's how I paid for my wedding, married my wife, all that shit. I still have that money. It was a crazy time. And then they're trying to fuck us again. That bill has to get overturned. I don't know what we're going to do. So I can't really say it on even stream. Yeah, I think so. I just like, well, some people say that like Vegas is like for it. Like they're trying to dissuade the winning players. Because they said that there were lobbyists from Nevada in the room when that fucking thing got added and no one said anything. So, like, that makes me a little nervous that, like, I could see, like, greedy corporate Vegas being like, yeah, fuck winning players. Because we all know losing players are still going to go to the casino, right? It doesn't matter about that tax thing for losing players. No, I think I have stock bought in the companies that supposedly are, I don't know, the casinos that are for, now against it, like that I've seen publicly talk about it, against it, are not the corporate ones. They're all like the privately owned casinos. So that makes you think, like, I don't know. It just makes me nervous because I could see the casinos being like, yo, fuck winning. Sports betting is a big moneymaker for them, and the winning sports bettors are like really hurting them. They can't give out as many good promotions because of them. Like, it's not about poker players. That bill is not about poker players. It's about sports bettors. Yeah, fuck them. That guy's dead anyway, so. He's the reason why we're in fucking Black Friday was a lot of him. It's all good. But, like I said, I'm not convinced that the casinos are for the or against the bill, I guess. To me, I think it would make sense to try to push out the sports bettors and say, hey, if you want to be a winning player, you're going to have to pay a lot of taxes. It's fucking bullshit. I think the guy who's coming up this Sunday, who's going to be on stream with us, he was, what amendment is it? For one of the amendments, he says it's like, you can't, like the taxation has to be equal above everyone. Like there's obviously loopholes and like getting rebates, but like you can't tax people for losses. That's not, it's also like, that's just not capitalism. I don't know. The politics, I just think that bill is ridiculous. I could see getting lost in the sauce though, you know? There's a lot more important things than gamblers, taxes, what's going on in the world right now. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, it's a crime. It's a fucking crime, man. It shouldn't be allowed. Completely fucked up. How can you tax losses? It doesn't even make sense. So if I lose in the stock market, you should tax me? It's the same fucking thing. That's the thing that makes zero sense. And that's where the flaw is in the tax, is that you can't tax that and not tax anyone who bets in the stock market. It's the same exact fucking thing. It's all speculation, crypto. It's all the same thing. So until you tax it all the same, that's why, like, eventually it will probably get overturned, and you know, if someone wants to push it far enough through the Supreme Court or whatever, but yeah, 100%. Gambling is strictly like selfish. It's only for one person. So in Philly, there's a thing called the Citywide. Most bars, if you go and say I want a Citywide, they'll give you a beer and a shot. It used to be $5. It's very few that still do the $5 Citywide. It's like $8 now, I think. Still a great deal. But that's what we're doing. We're doing the Citywide. King 7. Bronco. If you're out there watching, that's your hand, buddy. Bloody Mary is a Bloody Mary, man. Bloody Mary is a Bloody Mary. I hope you get spicy at least.
Since I was born, I've been homesick for the sky. I would look up and dream of worlds other than mine.
Wow, really? That's awesome. What's that? They make I've gone to some bars where they do, it's like a michelada kind of. It's a Bloody Mary and they give you the Corona upside down in the Bloody Mary. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, even in Philly these days, the Citywides look upon like as like a, are you okay? You got something to tell us? You okay? You got a problem? I'm liking the happy hour, I have to say. Happy hour is fun. I'm feeling it. I'm about done with the whiskey, and I have a half a beer left, so. And I hit a royal flush on the first power hour ever. So LP, I don't know if you were in the stream that I was talking about, but I actually have a website I've been working on. I have a 5-year going part-time poker pro plan that I've been working on, and it's not even just about being a poker pro. It's like an overall life improvement plan I've been doing for the last 2 months now. I'm going to be posting this site pretty soon, the website, and I'm going to also do a short and YouTube video of my last, every month I'm going to do like, okay, this is where we're at, how much money I won, how many hours I played, and some of the other goals that I have, which are like health goals, like exercising, like saving money, investing, things that I already do, but I'm like, I never held myself to like a certain goal for like my whole life as an overall thing. I would like pick certain things like, okay, this year I'm going to try to win at poker, or this year I'm going to try to get a really good job at cooking, like become a good chef at a restaurant, or like spend 4 years being. Now it's like, no, I'm going to spend my whole life on these 8 different things and try to get really good at all of them and make myself like more of a overall whole being for my own self and my children's self. My kids are getting to the age now. My son is turning 4 in a week, and my daughter is 6, just recently 6, where they're like, they don't want me to go to work anymore because I work 50, 60 hours a week, and that's low for a chef. And the only reason why I get that many hours is because I'm a fucking badass and I know how to run a kitchen. But yeah. So I'm working towards a plan to get more time with my family and make myself happier, gain a little bit more wealth. And that's kind of what this is all about. So every month I'll be posting videos on YouTube, giving myself updates. I'll obviously have longer ones for... Hey, I'm not against people being a chef, especially with AI and like where technology is going on, but you need to have... Yeah, exactly. You can be a chef, but you need to have a long-term plan on like how you're going to not be someone else's chef for the rest of your life. Like if you're going to own your own restaurant, if you're going to like use that to own your own like build cookbooks, recipes, consulting. There's a million different things you can do, but like you need to have a plan, and that plan needs to be like something you're dedicated to, because you're going to work for nothing, even in the new age. Like my employees get paid pretty well, but they're not getting paid enough, and it is what it is. But I always tell them, like, you got to be investing that money. So I think Power Hour is getting close to at least the 2/3 point. But yeah, we're getting there. On 100K for an owner, or like I'm in like the way above, like I'm above 1 percentile for like restaurant, like what a restaurant can make, what the salary is, like all that shit. Like, so what I make and what my restaurant does in numbers is not a realistic expectation for most like restaurants, but I think 100K is a realistic. We're not rated in Philadelphia, but I would say my restaurant's at least 1 star. What's holding us back is maybe like more of like the service and like what we offer for the front of house and our wine program. But besides that, like, we're also a very large restaurant. Tonight we did 400 covers. So it's harder to do like that perfection that you need to get like multiple stars when you get up to like cover counts like that. Yeah, well, that's why I was saying, like, my compensation and salary is not a realistic comparison to like 99.9% of what's out there. One of the reasons why it's really hard to do anything on my own, because it's like I got a pretty good situation these days. Yeah, so I'm gonna happy hours. We're getting to the end of happy hour. Oh, well, hold on. I got aces, so. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. The cold 3 is always fun. That makes the money a little bit worth more. Oh, let's just get it in. Why did I leave myself with 480? What just happened with the slider bar there? Come on. I'm in for 480, dude. Jesus. That's so brutal. Oh my god. Quads? You get quads? Good for you, man. Good for you. And when I mean good for you, I mean fuck you. And I got this fucking idiot posting. How do I get you off my chat, bro? Yeah, exactly. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even. How dare you even bring that up? How dare you bring that up? Yes, I would have ran it twice if I fucking didn't call that 460. Yes. So brutal, man. I don't understand why that even happened. I guess I hit pot. Yes, he turned quads on me. On the second run out, the turn hit a king again. I don't never know how the second run it twice shit works on the internet, but I did not feel good. I just have to say. That was so frustrating. I don't think it's gonna work like that. I'm pretty annoyed by that. That was like the cherry on top when I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna end the stream soon," and that happened. I left myself with 480. Oh my god, that was so rough. That was so rough. Oh man, poker is brutal sometimes. Regardless, I should have won. You know what I mean? Like, alright, I made the wrong mistake of like accidentally hitting myself to the pot where I left myself with $4.50, but regardless, the king shouldn't have fucking come. It's bullshit that the king fucking came. Like, I can get all upset about myself. Oh, how could I not? How could I not put myself all in and run it twice? But like, realistically, the king shouldn't have come. And I should have fucking won. So, that's the truth right there. That's the fucking truth, man. Oh. So yeah, on that note, I was up about right before you hit stream. On the stream, I was probably about 600. I think now I'm down. Officially 100. No, I'm not watching the new Dexter. I didn't even know there was a new Dexter. I did not even know there was a Dexter. Yeah, we'll say that's what it was. Really, that was super frustrating, I have to say. Super frustrating. I didn't even know the light was on back there. All right, Uppy. I'll see you Sunday. I'm not going to stream tomorrow, but I'll be on Sunday. We're going to go from like 6 p.m. Eastern time all the way to about 1 in the morning Eastern, maybe 2, depending on how far I can push Bronco. So, excuse me. I will see you in a couple of days. Good night, man.
Think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame.